Welcome back to Rotary Academy Physical Education Lectures. Previous lecture we have discussed about meaning and importance of physical fitness, wellness and lifestyle. And now we are going to start our second part. In this part we are going to see components of physical fitness and wellness and components of health related fitness. Now we will see the components of physical fitness and wellness. Physical fitness has various components. Different sports activities and physical activities develop each components in varying amounts. For example, sports that include contents movements such as swimming and running improve heart and lungs efficiency, whereas gymnastics improves flexibility. Now we will discuss one by one various components of physical fitness. First, we will see about strength. Strength is the ability of the muscles to overcome resistance. It is a major component of physical fitness. Strength can also be defined as the amount of force a muscle or a muscle group can extract. Strength of the body can be measured in pounds or dynes. A certain level of strength is also essential for a common person, while for a sports person to have strength is of paramount importance. Some avocation or sports may require less amount of strength, while other avocation or sports require much more strength. In the same way, sports or avocation require different types of strength. For a better understanding, strength can be divided into two parts. One is dynamic strength and another is static strength. First, we will see dynamic strength. Dynamic strength can be called isotonic strength because it is related to the movements. In pull-ups and push-ups, we require dynamic strength. While doing such workouts, there is a diminishing tendency in dynamic strength. And as the result, after some time, muscles refuse to do work. At this juncture, a person is not able to do even one extra pull-ups or push-up. Movements are clearly visible when someone uses dynamic strength. In each sports movement, strength appears in a different form. Generally, dynamic strength can be divided into three parts: maximum strength, explosive strength, and strength endurance. So, first we will see what is maximum strength. It is the ability to act against maximum resistance. Maximum strength is not usually used to majority of sports. It is usually used in those sports in which very heavy resistance have to be tackled. Weightlifting, shot put, hammer throw, discus throw, and javelin throw. In other sports, maximum strength is required for a short period. Cross position in Roman ring in gymnastic, strength and accelerating phase in sprinting events. Take off in long jump, high jump, triple jump, and in pole vault. In such sports, maximum strength is really very important. The next is explosive strength. Explosive strength can be defined as the ability to overcome resistance with high speed. In fact, it is a combination of strength and speed abilities. Explosive strength is generally used to sprint starts. Weightlifting, shot put, hammer throw, javelin throw, discus throw, long jump, high jump, triple jump, and pole vault. Up to some extent, it is also used in endurance events. Specifically, in the start and spurt phase in the above mentioned sports, this force is applied just like an explosive. That's why it is called explosive power. The next is strength endurance. It is the combination of strength and endurance ability. Strength endurance can be defined as the ability to overcome resistance or to act against resistance under condition of fatigue. It can be a form of static or dynamic strength to depending on the fact whether the movement is static or dynamic. Strength endurance is commonly used in long distance races, swimming, road cycling, pole vault and combative sports. So it can be allowed that strength endurance is usually applied in most of the sports. The next strength is static strength. Static strength is also called isometric strength. It is the ability of muscles to act against resistance. Static strength can be measured by dynamometer. This type of strength is not experienced directly. Static strength is not usually applied in sport. It is applied in phase in weightlifting. Our next component is endurance. Endurance is another component of physical fitness like speed and strength. It is the ability to sustain an activity. Here also defines endurance as the ability to resist fatigue. In the all sports, endurance is directly or indirectly have high importance. It is usually measured by the number of repetitions. For example, the number of sit-ups an individual can complete is 1 minute of often used to measure the endurance of the abdominal muscles. The type of endurance varies from sports to sports. Basically, there are two types of endurance, short term endurance and long term endurance. So, we will first see the short term endurance. Short term endurance is needed in sports whenever the action or movement is only for short duration and instance in hockey, football, wrestling, etc. Same as long term endurance. Long term endurance is needed in sports whether the action or movement is for a longer duration and is less intense. In long distance race, round cycles, road cycles, cross country races, etc. endurance is not only needed in sports but also needed for a common individual in her or her day to day life. Endurance can be increased by continuous training method, interval training method, and repetition method. Our next component is speed. Speed may be defined as the ability or capacity of an individual to perform a movement of the same pattern at a faster rate. In fact, speed is the ability to move the body as fast as possible, especially in running. However, different sports skills require different types of fast movements and quick reaction. Speed of movements in such much more than just running speed. It includes the speed of body parts such as the explosive strength of the putters' bodies across the throwing circle or the speed of a gymnastic in handspring. Most of the sports require speed over short distance such as running between the wickets in the cricket. Speed depends on the type of muscle fibers. There are two types of muscle fibers: fast twist and slow twist. Fast twitch fibers are able to contract rapidly and produce maximum force, whereas slow twitch fibers contract slowly and produce less force. Therefore, fast twitch fibers fatigue quickly, whereas slow twitch fiber fatigue slowly. Now, it can be decided easily whether an individual is suited to speed related events or for events which are related to endurance because percentage of this fiber in an individual can be measured. Training can enhance speed by reducing the reaction time of the individual. Most probably speed is used in every short expect endurance related sports. Our next component is flexibility. Flexibility is a necessary component for physical fitness. Flexibility is the range of movements of joint. An individual who has proper flexibility can perform his or her work very easily. Such people seem to be attractive. Usually they tend to have good personality. Flexibility is not only a significant factor in sports but also equal significant for an individual in her or his daily life. The range of movement varies significant from joint to joint but depend on the structure of the surrounding trends. Ligaments and muscles tissue flexibility is related to genetic factors as well as physical activity programs. Usually, tight joint prevent smooth and efficient movement. Flexibility training prevents muscular injuries, maintaining flexibility throughout the life, especially in back and leg muscles, may help in preventing back problems. Flexibility is helpful in learning various skills easily such as backstroke in swimming. This skill can be learned easily if an individual has ample flexibility. Flexibility is of two types. One is passive flexibility and one is active flexibility. First we will see passive flexibility. The ability of carry our out movements to greater distance which external help in called passive flexibility. Stretching exercise with the help of a partner. Passive flexibility is always more than active flexibility. In fact, passive flexibility is the foundation or active flexibility. Active flexibility is the ability to carry out movement to a longer distance without any external help. To do the stretch without the help of partner. Active flexibility can further be divided into two parts: static flexibility and dynamic flexibility. First, we will see static flexibility. Static flexibility is usually required by a sports person when he remains in a static position while diving, sitting, lying, and in starting position in various sports. Dynamic flexibility is needed for carrying out movements to greater distance which in individual is in motion. Both types of flexibility are essential for a general individual and for a sports person. Flexibility can be achieved through stretching exercise. Before performing stretching exercise, one should do gentle jogging or slow running. Our next component is coordinative ability. Before 1980, speed, strength, flexibility, endurance, and agility were considered the main components of physical fitness. But after that, the term agility changed into coordinative abilities. The term agility was discontinued because it was not clearly defined and there was no anonymity in explaining its meaning. So nowadays, coordinative ability is used in place of agility. Coordinative abilities mainly depends on the central nervous system. The coordinative abilities are those abilities of an individual which enable to individual to do various related activities properly as well as effectively. Our accuracy, rhythm, flow, and consistency depend on our coordinative abilities. These abilities can be of various types such as balance ability, rhythm ability, and reaction ability. These types of abilities can be enhanced through general or specific exercise. Usually, the beautiful and graceful movements of our body are directly related to our coordinative abilities. These type of abilities are very such helpful in gymnastic and diving. Coordinative abilities can be improved if we carry out correct movement. We should avoid incorrect movements while playing any game or sports. If we take the above mentioned points into consideration, coordination ability can be improved. Now we will see the component of wellness. There are various components of wellness: physical wellness, social wellness, emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, nutritional wellness, financial wellness, intellectual wellness, and environmental wellness. So, we will see one by one. First one is physical wellness. Physical wellness is one of the important components of wellness. It resistance of getting in shape, shedding extra weight, and restoring the youthful appearance with the healthy eating, restful sleep, vigorous exercise, and a new look. For attending physical wellness, an individual should do various physical activities such as jogging, swimming, and should participating in game and sports. He or she should also spend some time for breathing and fresh air. The next one is social wellness. Social wellness lays stress on improving social and communication skill on individual for developing and improving social wellness. An individual should create position and lasting first impression. He or she should be distinguished. He or she should earn respect. He or she should try to speak in public. They should make others feel important, should pay usually visit to nearby and friends. The third one is emotional wellness. Emotional wellness is also one of the important components of wellness. It lays stress on getting more out of every day with laughter and enjoyment. It is also lays stress and reducing stress and tension. For improving emotional wellness, an individual should avoid overload and keep oneself busy in the recreational activities. The next one is spiritual wellness. It lays stress on spiritual illness and inner peace. For improving spiritual wellness, an individual should be true or to himself and build character and virtues. One should do meditation and perform prayers. One should respect different religions. The next one is nutritional wellness. Nutritional wellness in emphasis on achieving maximum energy level by taking balanced as well as healthy diet. For improving nutritional wellness, an individual should reduce fats in his or her diet and eat raw fruits and vegetables. One should avoid fried junk and fast food. One should also drink plenty of sugar-free liquids. The next one is financial wellness. Financial wellness is also an important component of wellness. For improving financial wellness, an individual should set money management goals, spend less money, get out of debates, set up saving plans, and donate some saving to charity. The next one is intellectual wellness. Intellectual wellness is the ability of an individual to make sound decision and think correctly. It lies stress on mental alertness, being receptive to new ideas, motivations to master new skills, creativity and currency. It is also lies stress on striving for personal growth and willingness to seek out of and use new information in an effective manner for personal and social development. The next one is environmental wellness. Environmental wellness is also an important component of wellness. Environmental wellness is an awareness of the state of the earth and the effects of our habits on the physical environmental. It is lies stress on minimizing harm to the environment. For improving environmental wellness, an individual should try to reduce the level of pollution. One should lay stress on reuse, recycle, and producer plantation. Now we will see the components of health related fitness. Before learning about the health related components of physical fitness, it is essential to know the meaning of health related physical fitness. In fact, health related physical fitness is important for all the people throughout their life. Its main aim is to achieve and maintain those specific qualities which enhance the working efficiency of the individual and her or his standard of health. It can be done through proper nutrition, regular and proper physical activities, effective stress management control and prevent of disease, and by getting rid of harmful healthy related habits such as smoking, drinking, etc. The risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and depression can be avoided through the physical fitness. Health of an individual can be promoted and enhanced with the importance of physical fitness. The various components of health related physical fitness we will see now: cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body components. We will see one by one. First one is cardiovascular endurance. Cardio respiratory endurance is the physical ability of an individual to indulge in aerobics exercise for prolonged period of time. In other words, it can be said that cardiovascular endurance is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to supply oxygen and nutrition to the working muscles and the ability of those muscles to allow sustained exercise. Cardiovascular endurance is important for all of us. If we have good cardiovascular endurance, we will definitely have healthy lungs, heart, and vascular system. It means that there will be less stress on heart and lungs. We can prevent cardiovascular disease and can lead a healthy life for a prolonged period. Only due to these reasons, these components of health-related physical fitness is considered significant. Swimming, jogging, continuous slow running, skipping with jump rope and other aerobics exercise for longer duration are best exercise for enhancing cardiovascular endurance. The next is muscular strength. Muscular strength is also an important component of health-related physical fitness. Muscular strength is the amount of force the muscles or the group of muscles can exert against resistance. In fact, muscular strength means the ability of the muscles to lift weight. It is also essential for maintaining good posture, avoiding injuries, and remaining independent. Generally, muscular strength depends upon the percentage of fat to each fiber. It can be increased through weight training, bench press, standing press, curling, shoulder press, squat, leg press, etc. Now we will see the muscular endurance. Muscular endurance is one of the important components of health related fitness. Muscular endurance is the ability of muscles or the group of muscles to perform repeated muscular contraction against resistance for an extent or longer period of time. It is associated with the muscle's ability to continue to perform the activity without fatigue. Next one is flexibility. Flexibility is the range of movements of joints. In other words, it means the range of motion available in a joint. It is an effective by muscle length, joint structure, tendons, ligaments, and other factors. An individual who has good flexibility can move his or her body joints throughout the full range of motion in work and play. Flexibility can be increased by performing stretching exercise. When performing stretching exercise, it is important to go slow and hold the positions for an appropriate time period. Yogasanas are also beneficial to improve flexibility. And our last point is body composition. Body composition is one of the major components of health related fitness. Body composition is the percentage of lean body mass, bones, tendons, muscles, water, ligaments, organs, etc. in comparison to the body fat. This percentage varies from person to person. A fit person have relatively low percentage of body fat. A healthy amount of fat for man is between 15 to 18%, whereas in women it is between 20 to 25%. It is important to maintain a healthy percentage of body fat because extra fat or excess fat in our body can contribute to the development of health problems such as heart disease and diabetes. Excess body fat may be placed strain on the joints, muscles and bones which increase the risk of injuries. Good body components is best guided through proper diet and exercise. This is all for our chapter 3. It is my suggestion to all the students that make your own notes for your coming exam. After that, take care, etc.